What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Flying Brian's Garage. Today, back on the beast. Got some welding wire, and if you remember last time, if any of y'all watched the last car show video of November, snapped one of the tie rods at the show, riding it around in the roughhousing in the parking lot. So we're going to weld that rod up. We're going to try to do something with the pulleys again, and maybe, you know, they're all jacked up. I'm not really so good at getting circular things straight. I've had good luck with wheels so far, making my hubs. But when it comes to pulleys, they look straight. I get them on there and they are whacked. And I don't want to keep running the beast like it is with that pulley like that, because what it is it's throwing it off balance. So it's making the crankshaft off balance. What it'll end up doing is it'll end up wearing out my main seal on the bottom side. Also could cause more damage. And on the trans, it's not good because it makes everything jump. It makes my belt system very jumpy. So we need to fix that. And then we're going to ride the shit out of it. So let's get into the video. Let's go see what our trail's looking like real quick before we get started. I wanna see them. I'm a little curious. So. Boy, she's starting good. Since I rebuilt that starter, I didn't do that on camera. It sure was something I'm glad I did. A lot of stuff growed up over the trail through the summertime. This down here is a kudzu pit. Sorry guys. I got it too. All up in the face. This year I got bigger tires on the front. Still running the D-Stone Swamp, which is on the rear. On the mud slut, that is. That's what I'm on right now. Boy, this got growed up through here. Really growing up. Start mowing some of this stuff down there. It's looking like back through here. Ooh, I forgot how sharp that was. I'm right next to the creek, so it won't fall in. But this thing is pretty heavy though. It don't really want to flip anymore. this way. I've been through here a little bit, but not too much. Not enough to really see what shape the trail's in. See if we can make it up this incline. Man, this thing's a beast. I don't know why I didn't name this the beast. Oh. Hold on. Come on, baby. Got a little tied up there. Alright, let's go over here. Make it down this side. Because I really want to kind of clear this path for the... I forgot about this spot. Do we think we can do it? See if she'll make a pass. Oh yeah, no problem. Oh shit! The front wheel is right there by the creek. But I made it first. Okay. Okay. So let's get back up to the shop and pull all the weeds out of this thing because I just jammed a bunch in the front end. And then we'll start working on the feet. Alright, so to go with our project, we got a box full of goodies today. I had bought some new welding stuff. I got some welding wire. I got new wire brush, torch, a couple other things. And then I got online the other night and ordered a new welding helmet. And we're going to see how good this one is. It has the grind setting and a LED display. Also ordered a new apron. Keep the stuff off of me. All this stuff from Amazon. I got some welding sleeves. Fire retardant welding sleeves to keep them embers from falling on my arms like they always did. And it did come with a new pair of gloves. I'd already bought some new gloves, but just so happens the least expensive apron, which that's all I could really afford at the time, came with another set of gloves. So I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to save them and use them. So, now we got us some box material to burn. So I'm going to get the wood burning stove going, and we're going to get to our project. Alright, so we got her up in the shop. First project, tie rod. Alright, so we got a piece of our tie rod, the biggest piece, clamped down in the vise as of now. And I'm going to go ahead and grind down this side and grind down this side really good. Alright, I fastened our tie rod and tacked it really good. So we're going to go ahead and pull it back off. Oh yeah, that's much better. We're going to go ahead and pull this back off. Looks like I might need to do the other side. I'm not sure. But yeah. Let's pull this back off, take it over to the vise, weld it freaking solid. Yeah. Just gonna finish her up right here. Those look a lot better. Can't even see them as much anymore. So I'm not going to redo this side because actually my welds weren't bad on there. So I'm going to call that done. So the front end's done. I actually straightened up the steering wheel and all that good stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and put some bracing down here on both sides to help my exhaust not to shake around so much. Alright, so we're going to make some brackets real quick that go from here to the bottom of the exhaust. I'm going to use some old lawnmower blade that I have, some scrap. So this part down here is going to weld to the frame. And I'm going to cut this off right here. And then this flat spot here will weld to the pipe. And I'll probably try to true it up a little bit. So let's get this cut real quick. Alright, it's cut, trued. Now let's go get this thing put on the mower. So I want to take a quick second and pause the video and ask y'all to help me with something. I need y'all to do me a favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Smash that bell. Go like the videos. You know, tell me where you're from. Say hi. Whatever. Ask me questions. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. And I cannot do that without your guys' help. So definitely go subscribe, check out Facebook, the Instagram, the Snapchat, and now we have a TikTok. You can just go type in Flying Brian's Garage and you will find me. All the profile pictures are the same. It's easy to find. And yeah, give me some likes, give me some subscribes and all that good stuff. I'm trying to build this and I can't build it without everybody's help. So hope you guys are enjoying the videos. You know, got a lot of good videos coming, constantly coming, and I'm constantly sourcing new projects. So stay tuned, and with that being said, let's get back to the video. Alright, we have our first hanger. Camera's about to die. First hanger in, we're on to the second. Alright, so we got our bracket in the making. I actually had to do a little work on the wood stove and it still didn't improve anything. I tried to plug some of the holes and I guess it's not as smoky in here. I also put the fan up there to blow it out, but it's still kind of leaking. But I put the bracket in there to burn all the paint and junk off of it, and I'll take it out, clean it up, cool it off just a little bit, and then we will weld it onto the mower here. Let me get my light. A little bit of a tight squeeze because of the oil drain, so we're gonna go with a more narrow one on this side. So while waiting for the paint to completely dry, I finally took the screws out of the hood and finally made some hood pins. So gas tank is in place. I got a strap that holds it up and I got a strap that holds it in. I wanted to drill holes for it, but I opted out because I can't find where the holes need to be and I don't want to accidentally drill into the tank. And there's our exhaust bracket. It's another day on the same beast. So last night I was thinking about headlights and stuff like that. I have one housing, but I don't have the other. And I was thinking about ordering some housings, but I've decided instead I'm actually going to have a bracket, or I'm probably going to install, like, bolted in here. I've ordered some pods to go in. Alright, so here we are so far. We got our back rack cut down. I put a piece of angle iron in there to brace it, and welded it really good, and then put a piece of angle iron over the back, capped everything off. So now the rack is actually even with the tractor instead of sticking out on one side. So now what we will do is come around and kind of cap everything with some supports. Alright, so far this is how far we've gotten on our rack. Looks good. Wish this bar was more centered, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add something here to compensate for that. So I'd say it looks pretty decent. I like it. Alright, so far this is what we got. It's all welded up. I didn't do full welds across. I didn't need to. I had to piece this back one together because I ran out of angle iron. This is whole bed frame. I think this is going to work. I have some square tubing I'm going to install from the bottom of here to the bottom of there. Give that something to brace on, and I think it's going to be pretty decent. I think that's all I'm going to do with the rack. I think I like it like that. Because I won't be hauling small stuff on it anyway. It'll be wide stuff that'll fit in those cradles. So I think it looks good. So I think this is as far as I'm going to work on the rack tonight. I like it like that. And I think that's going to be the remainder of it, except for letting it cool, paint it. Well, there's our painted up rack. I think I'm actually going to call it a night. Starting to get a headache. Alright guys, so we got good news for the beast. Let's take a look. So, what we have is 4 pod lights. I ordered 2 of the same brand, or 2 sets of the same brand. So these are going to be headlights, and then we'll have a front bumper light and a rear light. There's 1 out of 4. 3 more to go. 2 out of 4. 1 more there and 1 on the back. 3 out of 4. Looking good, looking good. Heck yeah, man. We'll have some lights on this thing soon. Alright, that is the last light. So there's 1 on the rear, and then as we walk around, there's 3 on the front, 2 for the headlights, 1 on the bumper. Alright, it's been a while. We got a little winter prevention here from the weather. Another wood burning stove built, doesn't smoke as bad. Little way to distribute the heat and the tarp, but we got the beast up on the lift here, and we're going to actually go ahead tonight and probably crack the valve covers open and go ahead and put new valve cover gaskets, cut them out, get them put on. Then we'll go ahead and start running wiring. I do not have switches for this yet. I need 4 switches, but for now we're going to just run the wiring and get it ready for the switches. So we got our valve covers pulled off. I went ahead and cleaned them. This is what I decided to do with some paint that I had laying around the shop. Painted them up. Actually baked them dry on top of the wood burn heater here, and I also painted the top cover of the engine while cleaned up the rest of it. Here is the 1 valve cover on and torqued with new gasket and all that good stuff. And now we're going to do the other side. Also clean the bolts up. Got them nice and clean. Everything is looking good. We're going to get the other valve cover on and engine dressed back up. Then we can worry about the wiring. Alright, got the other one on. Got the engine all dressed up, and it sure looks good. Like I said, we will be pressure washing it at some point soon, so it'll look a lot better than this. This is just kind of dirty from being sitting and being ridden and all that good stuff. But we're going to go ahead and start with wiring up the lights. I'm going to get some wiring out I can use, and we will start running a harness, making a harness for the headlights and all that good stuff. Alright, so it is New Year's actually. Let's see, it is 11:38, December 31st. I'm about to go inside so I can spend New Year's with my buddy and my wife. I did get everything's dried from the paint. It looks really good. Sure pops. I'm working on wiring now. I've got, some wiring ran, my grounds and my positives for my headlights, and I've got a harness made to there, and that'll go across the top of the engine like I did on the General. I did a similar thing where I came up through here and made a little mount and secured it and ran it through here so it don't come down here and hit any of my exhaust. I am going to ground off of my battery. I've got a couple of ground wires running down through there that'll split off. I have a inline fuse for now, and I'm going to go with this headlight switch that's on the dash. So we will get back on this project tomorrow, where we will finish up more of the wiring and hopefully be able to see some headlights working, and maybe find some more switches for the front and the rear so we can go ahead and get those working and done. So Happy New Year to you guys. Hope you guys have a good one and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, so I'm back out here and it is another night. Got quite a bit of wiring done on this thing. I got it joined into this one for the headlights, and I've got a wiring harness ran up through here. I had recently parted out a 2003 Pontiac Aztec for the engine for my van, which is right there, and I yanked the whole wiring harness out with the computer and all that good stuff. So I had plastic wire conduit and wire that I'm reusing and stuff of that sort. So I'd actually just cut into that wiring harness and patched me up my own wiring harness. So I've got the front light. It is ran along the frame of the bumper up to a little collar that was also from the Aztec. Then I ran it up into this harness, which goes over the engine, and it clears everything, comes down, around, and down into my box. I'm actually running a ground from the battery to another spot on the frame, so that's going to be double grounded on the battery. Then I'm going to have a ground spot that'll run ground wires to. I've also got an old it's an old solenoid that the sides broke off of, if you see. So I'm actually going to use it as a power point. So I'm running a lead from the battery, which isn't hooked up yet, and it's going to run to this solenoid that's going to be mounted to the frame down here, and it's going to be what powers light switches. And I was cleaning out my Dodge van today, and I did find some fuses for the fuse box there, so that's good. I've got some 30s and I've got some 40s there, so I'm gonna throw a 30 in it, and that should do her. But I'm actually about to move the General Lee back in here, because eventually I'm going to kind of start working on that carburetor as well. So I'm about to move it in, put it right here, and lift it up so I will be able to access it and work on it too. And then we're going to get to the rest of the wiring on this, hopefully tonight, and get it all done and tied up. I did find a push button, and that was the push button on the John Deere that used to you would hit to reverse while mowing, but I turned it into my kill switch. So now I hold that down to kill it, and that prevents me from having to use this toggle, and now I can use it as a light switch. So now I have 2 out of 3 switches. This is going to be the headlight switch, the original headlight switch. There's going to be my headlight switch. This is going to be probably either rear light or front light, and then I'll put another switch in here somewhere. So all I got to do is find one switch, and then really I'll have everything to get these lights working. I did find some mesh wire that I'm probably going to end up finishing the rack out with too, so that'll be on part 2. Alright, we got the General up in here and lifted up. Good thing we don't need the engine hoist for anything right now, so I'm able to use it. Good thing to have this thing around. I will be working on the bottom side of this and doing the carburetor for part 3 of the General E. And I'm about to start working on the beast again with the wiring. I got the battery charger hooked up so it can kind of trickle charge and I don't lose any juice, because I'm going to be using that battery to test the lights and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting things hooked up and start seeing about getting some lights working. We got lights, headlights, bumper light, and rear light. So here's rear light. Rear light is here. Front light's going to be right next to it. And then headlights is just on the headlight switch. So go ahead and shut that off for now. But we got working headlights. I'm going to go ahead and get the switch drilled into the dash up here, and that will be it for this video. So I will show y'all what I did. There's the solenoid that runs power to everything. Remember I told you it's got a broke off side, so it's not really good for anything. I cleaned it up, bolted it into the wall up there. It is out of the way of everything. It's not going to hit the shifter or any of that good stuff. And then I've got power ran from it up into the dash. I've got another ground essentially, so there's one up on the top of the frame up there by the battery box, and there's another one that runs down to that post right there, and then that essentially grounds all of the lights. Everything is up high and out of the way, and the wiring is done nice and neat. Here is what the battery is looking like. Just got a few wires on the positive and 2 on the negative, and everything's nice and neat with the wiring here coming in. Nice and neat coming in, and I got everything secured and zip tied together down in there. And then I'd say it's a pretty clean job. All I got to do is get that switch in the dash, and we're gonna call this good to go. So I'm pretty happy. Like them lights. So yeah, let's get the switch in the dash. Alright guys, that is it for this one. Got our switches. Front bumper light, rear light. This switch is a little wore out. I might have to replace it sooner or later, but right now it's it works. Okay, play with it for a second, and then our headlight switches over here. And there it is with headlights. There it is with headlights and bumper light. There it is with just the bumper light. Come on. Don't fail me right now. There we go. And there it is with the rear light. I'm going to replace that switch. But for now, that's all I got. So I can go ahead. We've made a list over here. We got lights, wiring, brakes, skid plates and bracing for the rear end and the front end. Finish the rack, which I'm going to do with the mesh on the inside to fix the front tires from leaking, and then do something with the seat. We're going to go ahead and mark off lights and wiring, and the rest of brakes, skid plate, bracing, finish the rack, and fix the tires and the seat will be part 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really am happy I'm finally getting this thing going. Can't wait to get it out on the trails and see what it'll do, especially at night. So y'all be sure to go down there, give it a like, comment down below if you have anything to say, or just, you know, have a question about your own or anything of that sort. Be sure to check out the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. The only profile picture that is not the same as the YouTube is the Snapchat, and you know, you gotta have your avatar, I think it's called. So just type in Flying Brian's Garage in the searches, you'll find me. Go check out some of the older videos. We got a lot of good stuff on the Beast, the General Lee that's being built, and a whole lot of other stuff. And we do have projects to come, and a really good series coming here soon, as we finish it. So with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Got a lot of good stuff coming. I'm at 150 now, and I'm looking forward to getting to 200 soon. So be sure to hit that subscribe, and until then, I will see you guys on part 2 of The Beast.